Now, we've been following the story of 15-year-old Billy White from Malvern, who was recently diagnosed with osteosarcoma, as cancer of the bone in his face and eye socket. Doctors can't operate on the tumour because it's so close to his brain, meaning the only option is focused proton beam therapy, which isn't available in the UK. Billy, with the help of his family and friends, started to raise tens of thousands of pounds to pay for life-saving treatment. They were told the NHS wouldn't pay for him to go abroad, but now the NHS has reversed the decision to not fund the specialist cancer treatment for the teenager. He gave his reaction to the news on Friday.
I want it gone, yeah, but I've learned to live with it, but I shouldn't have to live with it, and I'm pleased I have this option to get rid of it. Obviously, I'm very overwhelmed. Everyone was coming up to me at school and saying, have you seen the news? And I was like, wow, it is great, isn't it? And I was really pleased to see all the support from everybody.
Now, over the weekend, Billy travelled to Germany to finally receive the treatment that he needs, and we can talk to friend of the family, Tarquin Shaw-Young. Morning, Tarquin.
Good morning. How are you doing? All right.
Yeah, good. Thank you very much. Thanks for having a chat with us this morning. What's the latest? How's Billy doing?
Well, Billy is, you've met Billy. He's a remarkable young individual, always very much in high spirits. And I think he's just been to Switzerland, and he's come back from Switzerland, and he's now going to Germany. So he left on yesterday evening for Germany, for Essen, to go for preliminary sort of tests. And he has to have a special mask made, which he's already had done in Switzerland. So he's going through the process again, because each machine they use to deliver the proton beam is very specific and has to be calibrated to the individual. But in very, very good spirits when I saw him on Saturday.
And how long will this treatment take? Because it must be still quite a long road ahead.
Well, this is it. I mean, we've sort of got over this first hurdle, if you like, now with the NHS finally sort of reversing their decision, which we're all delighted by. But now he'll come back from Germany, I believe, at the end of the week, and then goes back about the 15th of October for around about 10 to 12 weeks of fairly intensive therapy every day. Of having this.
So it's a fairly long, intensive procedure. This then.
It is a very long procedure, yes, but amazing that he's now able to have that option.
Yeah, and do you know why the NHS changed their mind? Has anything been said to you?
Well, it is a variety of reasons. Firstly, everyone's help and support got him to Switzerland. That was the first kind of place, and he was booked in to have treatment at the same sort of time as he will be in Germany. But the professor there, Professor Weber at the Poor Scherer Institute, was sort of completely overwhelmed by the support he'd received from friends and family and worldwide donations. And, he firmly believes that this is a solution, that there is a real chance with this type of therapy. And so he went back to the proton beam panel, and there was a lot going on in the background, including sort of, I think, political stuff in Brussels and all that sort of thing, and managed to overturn it with new medical evidence that they basically gathered at the Institute and said, look, this you should be funding this. So,
well, now they've decided to fund it, what happens to all the money that's been raised?
Well, the money that obviously we were looking to send him to America. That was the main place to go. So obviously we've notified everyone, said, listen, if anyone wants their money back, please do email me. And let us know. But the money was always very much for the cost of the proton beam therapy, plus the cost of Billy's ongoing care and the time spent, getting him to Switzerland, getting him to. So we've already, that's all been sort of paid for and things.
Okay.
So if people want it back, they can have it back. But we've reduced what we're looking for, obviously, from the £160,000, and anything that we don't spend, the family will give to sarcoma research.
Okay, well, it's good news that he's out there and he's going to get the treatment that he needs. It's it's so often you hear these stories and they don't have such a great ending, but this is brilliant news, isn't it, for Billy? And I'm sure we'll speak again and we'll follow the story closely. Tarquin Shaw-Young, family friend of Billy White, who's currently just headed off to Germany for that life-saving treatment. And we'll keep you updated with that story. 8:45.